And now, America's most exciting radio talk show, The Savage Nation. And here he is, Michael Savage.
All right, welcome back to The Savage Nation this Friday evening. Last Friday was a dark day in America's history. One of the horrible days of my radio career when little children were gunned down by Adam Lanza, the subhuman. And people have been reeling from it ever since. They want to put it behind them. Unfortunately, the ramifications of that massacre are only now being felt, where the demagogues, primarily called Democrats, are now trying to step on the Supreme Court itself, let alone on the Bill of Rights. Even Kagan, as far left as you get. Remember Elena Kagan during her hearings to become a Supreme Court justice? She was questioned about the Second Amendment, and she said that it's established law, and she quoted the District of Columbia versus Heller. And she found that the Second Amendment guarantees to Americans an individual right to bear and keep arms. And yet we have newspapers and irresponsible Democrat demagogues giving short shrift to rulings of the Supreme Court itself. They're being totally irresponsible, as is the President of the United States. And so, therefore, you have to go back again to Kagan, who's on the Supreme Court, or if you wish, go to one of the most liberal lines of the Senate, Patrick Leahy, because Patrick Leahy, who's the chairman of the Judiciary Committee, actually quizzed then Solicitor General Elena Kagan about the ruling called Heller. And she said not only does she acknowledge that such an individual right to bear arms exists, but Kagan declared that it is settled law. But further than that, you good liberals, listen to me. Don't listen to the Schumers. Don't listen to the others who are literally spitting on the Supreme Court and the Constitution. Mr. Leahy, who is about as far left as you could ever find in the U.S. Senate, declares that he agrees with Heller. He says that he's from Vermont, where there just aren't any gun control laws at all. And by the way, Vermont has the lowest firearms homicide rate in the United States of America. So if you want to look at the law itself, look at not the irresponsible statements by politicians such as, I can name them all, but there's no need to name them. Look at the statements of Kagan and of Leahy. We're also talking about my call last Friday for armed guards in every school as one step. And in addition to the 1968 gun control law, adding those on psychotropic medicines from having the right to bear arms, meaning to get a gun permit. If you're on Prozac, Prozac-like compounds, or on psychoactive compounds like Prozac or similar drugs, you should have no right to bear arms. And I think these are commonsensical. You can put aside what you think of my politics or how I've been categorized, because you're all wrong if you try to categorize me. You can't categorize me. You can try. The fact of the matter is, armed guards in every schoolhouse in America are a great idea. The only question is, where are you going to get the money from? The answer is quite simple. Take a lot of the deadbeat cops out of the station houses and put them into the schools. It might do them some good to see children. And make the unions pay for it, since they're rolling in money through the union dues that they force the teachers to pay. Let's begin the callers on the Savage Nation, 855-400-SAVAGE. It is, look, it's the last weekend before Christmas, and I realize that many of you are in cars right now coming and going from holiday events, shopping. You don't want to hear this kind of heavy-duty stuff. You'd rather hear entertainment. Okay, I can get it. I can do that, too, but I'm not sort of there tonight. I don't know why. It's not that I feel bad or I feel good. I feel nothing. I feel nothing. I just feel that it's sad when you see liberals like Schumer and the others calling for the abandonment of the Supreme Court itself. When you see the fiscal talks and Obama going on vacation, you know it's all malarkey. You know it's all politics as usual. You know that they're going to just stick it to the American people. And I'm going to tell you something else that you may not know. And here it is. Whenever the Democrats and Republicans get along, you can rest assured that one thing is for sure, and that is the American people are getting screwed behind the scenes. It's only contention and dissent between the parties that shows me that we have a healthy democracy. Remember that. In countries where there is no dissent, you have a single-party system, such as in China. Is that what you want in this country? Well, if you're Woody Allen, you would, where you're only good at creating fantasy, not reality.